So from now I'm gonna talk to the Socrates statue, pretend that those are my subscribers. They're all open-minded and intelligent. So I just watched a video by Hulse. Again, another very good video. First of all, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Elias's video. Most of you probably already did. He's the only channel on YouTube that I feel like responding to, because he's the only one that, like his video says, accepts all different schools of ideas. And I want to make a video in response to that video. A lot of people think that I'm in between. Elliot Halls is like in between me and the Hofstream. See, where the Hofstream is completely material and completely physical, and I'm completely abstract. And a lot of people criticize me of being too abstract, right, and too mental. And Elliot Halls is in the middle, where he's practical. He's more practical than I am, but he's also more into ideas than the Hofstreams. So I have a lot to learn from that guy, how to give proper advice without being too, obscure. Anyway, so in the video he said that he gets ideas from all those different schools of thoughts, and that's why he's so open-minded and he learns from everybody, and which is very good. And I want to expand that idea by saying that not only do you want to have different ideas, you want to have different modes of being, different modes of existence, right? So what I mean is that most people only have one mode of existence, one mode of being a certain way, right? So yeah, the problem is that most people have a box, they have a predisposition of how the world is, and they have this box that they just sort of see anything that that doesn't fit into that box, they just reject it, and anything that fits in the box, they just suck it in. You can never get away with boxes. This is how the human mind is organized. See, I ran into the same problem when I went to art school or music school, right? There were a lot of really, really smart and talented people over there, right? But then they see me walking around in tank tops, and everyone looked at me like I don't belong there. They think I'm this crazy jock that can't think, right? So even people who are quote unquote open-minded, the creatives, they have this box too. And then it's not until like I show them my work, they're like, what the fuck is this shit? That I mind fuck them. And this is the same thing that goes on with the bodybuilder community, right? It's the opposite. Some people always ask me, Frank, are you a hippie? Are you a hipster faggot? I'm like, no, because I lift weights, right? I look huge, and so that cancels it out. Some people are like, I subscribe for your videos for the trolling, but now you're making this art stuff. And what I want to say is that they all come from the same place. All the different kinds of videos that I make are just manifestation of different modes of being. The raw idea is that this infinite ocean of consciousness, if you want to call it, can be anything. Be like water. Very cliche, but that's true. Deep down inside, at the subconscious level, there's no shape. It's only when you manifest that infinite creativity that it takes certain shape, or you use different medium to express that infinite ocean of ideas, right? So that ocean of ideas is like the unified field in physics, where it's infinitely creative, but it's sort of just one unified field, right? So that unified field is capable of so many different modes of existence that I think you're just cutting yourself short if you're stuck with just this one mode of being. I have this thing right here to remind me how to do this. Sometimes I take apart this brain, and like different modes of being just means different patterns of neurons firing at a particular time under certain context. Sometimes this can be very schizophrenic. I'm too extreme, but most people are on the opposite end of the spectrum. They're not extreme enough. Sometimes I even take apart the brain. I'm like, okay, today I want to be the left brain, so I want to be logical. I want to write essays. But then maybe tomorrow I'll be like, I want to be the right brain. I want to be artistic and I want to be creative. And sometimes I even go further down, and I'm like, today I'm just this cerebellum. Today I'm just gonna use this part of my brain to fire my CNS very efficiently, so I can jump high and lift a lot of weights. Or sometimes I'm just the emotional brain. I can take this apart even more and be like, okay, today I'm just the amygdala, or today I'm just the limbic system, where I just let my emotion do all the talking, go out and troll, and don't care about what anybody else thinks. Sometimes I put them all together. This is why I like music. You know why I like music? Music is one thing, like playing an instrument is one endeavor that out of any human endeavor that I can think of that actually combines all your brain parts. Let's put this together and play some music. Okay, music involves, like I said already, the cerebellum for the motor skills, and it involves the emotional part of the brain. See the emotional part of the brain right here? Okay, this is very important music because you're gonna have music that sounds dead and unemotional if you don't have that part. But then all of this have to connect, okay, and also the left and the right brain, because music is something that involves both right and the left side of the brain. Because on the left, you need to be analytical, you need to organize, you need to count, you need to be very mathematical when you play, right? And on the other hand, you need to be very creative. The right brain, you need to have visualization skills, you need to have the imagination, you have to solve problems both creatively and analytically, right? You have to play with emotions and you have to play with logic. And then you put that in with your small little brain, and then you got a whole brain. The whole of existence. Put in different modes of existence into one. And then you have a complete human being.